Hey, what's up my YouTube friends? Welcome to this flashlight review. This is the Thrunite Lynx. Now this was sent to me by Thrunite. I actually get offered a lot of lights every month and I reject them all, okay? Because I've been into flashlights for so long, I just have too many lights. So I pretty much reject all the flashlight offers. But I did not reject this one because I actually want to own this for my personal collection. And the reasons are basically the brightness, the range for this category of light, and the interface. In the box you will receive a lanyard, 2 O-rings, you'll get a connecting cable which is a Type-C recharging to USB. You will get a 2-way pocket clip, and you will get a belt pouch and the light itself and an instruction booklet. Now here are the stats on the light. So as you see, it has 5 different brightness levels and 1 special mode which is strobe. The maximum lumens on turbo, 3,100. Right, the maximum beam distance, 417 meters. Right, and you also see the run times listed there as well. I have placed the 2-way pocket clip on my flashlight. When it arrives, the end cap is going to be loosened, and that is to prevent accidental activation during shipping. So you're going to have to tighten that, and you'll also have to charge the battery a little bit. And here is the pouch. So the features on this, well, it's got a belt loop there. It has this here. It has a Velcro closure. There is a charging port underneath this collar, right, which you can access by turning this. Right, hear a freight train outside. So there is the charging port, and here is just a quick visual comparison. I am filming reviews of multiple lights tonight, and so this is one of these from Loop Gear. Crazy light. So yeah, we got lights coming up. Not to mention knives, multi-tools, swords, machetes, hatchets. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Or if you unsubscribed because I haven't reviewed lights in a while, you might want to re-up that subscription because we got good stuff incoming. I also have two more lights. One Phytorch, one Sofern. They're all good because I don't collect lights just to collect them anymore. I'm definitely upping the discernment in my collection. In fact, I don't accept headlamps anymore. I already have all the headlamps I need. I know they're useful, but they're not exciting to me. All right? So yeah, subscribe. Review of this coming soon. In order to recharge the battery in the light, you take the cable that this comes with, you attach that end to any USB power source, and then plug the other end into the charging port, which is revealed when you twist down that collar. When it is recharging, the light here will flash red. When it is fully charged, it will glow green. Right, now this is fully charged because I already charged it on my computer, but that's how to do it. This in itself can also be used as a power bank, okay? But you need the appropriate cable. Discharge function. Plug one end of USB-C cable into the charging port on the light, the other end to phones, tablets, or other devices. Cable not included, but there is a diagram, right? So if you have one of those cables, you can use this to charge your phone, or you can just use it as a power bank. To access the battery, right, twist off the tail cap here. There's an O-ring there. That's what that looks like. And that is the orientation of the battery, right? And this is the battery that it came with. Now, even though you can recharge it in this light, the battery itself also has a charging port. Alright, and I just uncovered a strange synchronicity. So this is called the Lynx. But you see my little leather thing here. What's that say? It's also called the Lynx. And this was from a Dungeon Master screen, believe it or not, which I bought to protect my laptop screen when I'm flipping battle songs. I have a little shield that protects my laptop if one goes flying. It has two buttons, right? One which is the power button, that round one, and this one, they're calling that the mode selector switch. Now if you press the power, it will turn the light on. If you press it halfway, it will give you momentary on in whatever mode it was turned off in, because it has mode memory, right, for the brightness levels. Now, if you press this when it is off, you will get instant strobe. So let me just go through everything I just said, right? Press this to turn it on. All right, so now this is Firefly. It's the lowest mode. All right, that's Firefly mode. Let's cycle through all the brightness levels. All right, Firefly, that's low, medium, high mode, and turbo. Okay, you'll see this better when we go outside. When I press this, it's going to strobe. Okay, warning, this is going to flash, so don't watch if there's a sensitivity there, right? But I have to demonstrate, it's my job, right? So, yeah, that is very disorienting. Wow. The last thing to demonstrate, momentary on. Now, because I turned this off in turbo, it's going to come back in turbo. So if I half press this, right, brace yourself, right, half press, momentary on. So what I'm telling you is that this interface gives you instant access, just by touch, to the two, what I call crisis modes. The crisis modes are strobe and the brightest light setting, which is turbo. That is my ideal for a tactical interface setup, right? If the light is already on and you press the selector switch and hold it, press and hold, it will also strobe. All right, let me demonstrate the brightness levels. All right, so this is Firefly. I don't know if you can see that. That's the lowest mode. Let's go through. That's low, medium, high mode, and turbo. All right, so that's pretty darn bright. All right, warning, I'm going to strobe. Right, here it comes. All right, that is the strobe. Okay, my YouTube friends, I'm out here on an unpopulated country road that also has no street lights. All right, let's crank this up a little bit. All right, so this is what you can see. Okay, so what we're doing right now is simulating what it would look like if you broke down on a road, and for some reason you can't call for help on your phone. So now what you're doing is walking. You are walking to the nearest gas station. Let's just say that. All right. That's turbo. Okay. So what you were seeing was the high mode. This is turbo. It's crazy. All right. Now I don't want to run that too long because it's a burst mode. All right. But so let's just go back to the high mode. All right. So that's all of this. Top view of turbo. All right, so get behind it. Wow, river of light. All right, so that's your top view of the beam there. These boots were made for walking. So where is that creek? It's more of a stream. All right, so that is the creek. Hold on. I mean, it's like daylight down there. All right, craziness. Up to the treetops. It's an excellent light. All right, so this is the high mode right now. And you want to go turbo again? Wow. I mean, that's like, here's the sun. All Alright, YouTube, I'm at the sports field. I'm standing in one goal. We're going to see how this crosses the field. Are you ready? Okay, now this is actually the high mode, so you can see the goal, right? You can see that. This is a high mode. Let me flip it into turbo, and now you can really see it. Wow. Yeah, but I don't want to turbo for too long because this light gets hot. But yeah, that's its maximum power. Wow, I mean, that just lights it all up. Yeah, clear, I mean, clear as day, right? You can see that. All right, YouTube, let's do final conclusions right out here because I'm not going to set up my tabletop setup all over again just to tell you that I like this light. I'll just tell you right here. The light is performing the way I thought it would. I gotta tell you, it's creepy as hell out here. There's Yetis, there's Sasquatch, there's Dogman, there's Baba Yaga. You don't know what's out here. There's that alien that probes your planet Uranus. And come out here alone, middle of the night. Ain't it creepy out here alone? I'll tell you the truth, I get creeped out all the time doing this. However, for some reason that doesn't seem to change my actions. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Yeah, it's creepy, I just don't care. What's up? Alright, let me sum up why I like this light. Alright, first of all, let's click it onto turbo mode. Let's go out here, click it onto turbo mode. Alright, I like this light because of its range, its brightness, and especially the interface, which I believe is an ideal tactical interface. Alright, so short and sweet and to the point. And I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been We All Juggle Knives and Flashlights. I'm out.